This isn't just another college football dynasty. This is a coaching experiment. I'm a former football coach, and we'll be taking over the worst program in college football entirely on coach mode. I will not control a single player on the field during the actual games. Every win, every loss, every championship, and every heartbreak will be decided by recruiting, player development, game planning, and one question: can real football strategy overcome a lack of talent? Welcome to the Stackhouse Standard. Let's talk about recruiting. Still very early in the season, so sorting by national rank here. We're not going to make a huge push on a lot of these players, especially early on. We're still in the process of scouting and determining exactly who we want. We know, like, we're going to star a couple of players, and actually, this is somebody who we definitely want to have on our radar. Nice fullback with a diamond, but essentially, you can see a lot of these guys are still open. So Coach Beverly Stackhouse, we're not going to make a huge push to, get in their faces right now. We just want to make sure we have a good scout. There's a couple of guys, too, that we added to the board, we removed from the board. We're willing to look at some 2-stars at this point. We're just not finding corners that we think could be worth a salt. So we're going to see if we can find something here. I do want to begin a little bit of scouting on some of these guys with the points that we have. Awareness not off to a great start. Speed not really good. I don't know if we even want to continue here. The acceleration is good though, so I guess we can let that roll. So let's just let's just offer a scholarship. Relatively easy movement for us, and we could potentially move ourselves up the board a little bit there. I tried to target some players, particularly this round, that would not have any NIL requests. And again, the speed here is not the best, but seems okay, I guess, given the fact that we're in the circumstance we're in. So let's offer a scholarship there as well. Again, just keeping this relatively simple for now. We've got 180 hours remaining. I want to take a look at some of these corners. I am going to drop some of the corners if they're not any good. Again, we're also looking for raw strength on the offensive line. Run blocking as a 66. I really don't think is going to cut it. Yeah, I just can't buy in. I'm sorry. We're going to have to let you go. Even if he's interested and wants to play here, it's just going to be hard to do it. Man coverage at a 57, like, I don't know. And I don't know if it's the game. I don't know what it is. Man coverage at a 58, like, I don't even think we need to go further, right? If you can't play man coverage, it's going to be hard to be competitive out here. Let's see a raw strength. And I recognize that these are, lower rated players, but you would just expect that they're a little bit better than they are. But, alas, it is what it is, right? So all the more reason that we need to be doing really well in the transfer portal and making sure that we get, the guys on the team that we really want to make sure we get. This guy, Zach Muse, I actually did think this was kind of interesting. I don't love the carrying, but I thought he could have been good. And despite this person being, a bust, if you will, still going to help our team a lot. And there's definitely going to be some players in here that we're going to be doing that with. So keeping all things in consideration, is there anybody else I want to continue to scout here? I'm just making a quick check. Let's scout BB. I mean, and I added him to the board specifically. He's 167 pounds, which we didn't like to begin with. But I guess beggars can't be choosers. We'll search social media. We'll keep it light. Let's see if Stockton can maybe give us anything we're looking for here, please. Speed and man coverage look okay. There's our guy. All right. So we're going to give him the farm because this is a JUCO sophomore transfer. He's got a lot of stuff that we're looking for. He can play man coverage. He cannot tackle, but at this point, I cannot do everything. So let's boost this up a tad, shall we? I think 95 would be good. I think this guy would start for us right away, especially being a sophomore. So I wanna prioritize that where we need to. Espinoza, I think this was the guy I just looked at. He's not bad. I mean, I would like the speed to be better, but he's not bad. We're gonna keep that light too for now. Not overly committed on scholarships at this point because I really want to see how all this plays out. I've got 10 more hours to use. I don't know if there's anybody who's like screaming at me, but otherwise I think we'll probably... Was Madden any decent? He's decent. He's not bad. The tackling again is just concerning, but it is what it is, right? I can't really do anything more with this though, so it would be a question of, do I want to raise BB? Oh, and then I guess, yeah, we can do this. So that he should definitely climb the chart, which would be good. And we saw a scholarship. So moving on now to practice. All right, so first of all, our practice plan. Holler, unfortunately, our starting corner, has a forearm fracture from last week, and he's going to be out for several weeks. So that is going to significantly impact our game plan for this week, which we'll talk about here in a second. Otherwise, we're going to go full practice. There's no reason not to. It's still very early in the season. The wear and tear is not a huge concern, so let's get everybody... will not participate. Yes, makes sense. Okay. And decreased composure is interesting. So now I'm confused. Like, why did they not practice? Didn't I have everyone practicing? Is there a reason why they didn't practice? And I don't know that I get that. There was like 3 or 4 guys that did not practice, and I can't explain why, because I literally thought I just looked at that. I'm interested to watch this back now. Yeah, like why did he not practice? I have no idea. Okay, moving on. All right, so we are up against Nebraska this week. As you can see, from an overall standpoint, we are definitely at a disadvantage here. We want to try to look for any possible weaknesses on this team, which there probably won't be a lot, just given the fact that they're pretty good. But if there's anything that we can try to look at, we're going to see. Quarterback obviously looks really solid across the board. Throw power is good. His accuracy is good. His throw on the run, his throw under pressure, his break sack, play action. So he's the total package. Running back room is not amazing, so we're going to make a mental note of that, because I do feel like, given the fact that the quarterback is as good as he is, they don't have a fullback, which is also interesting, especially depending on how they choose to play. We'll see. Receiver room is really strong, so you can see a ton of balance there. Tight end, solid. Offensive line is great. Weak at left guard, really strong center. Okay at right guard, solid at right tackle. So the offensive line's good. The only real weakness is left guard. So we'll make a little bit of a mental note of that. Left edge, maybe a weakness. Right edge is solid. Okay. So this is also a little bit helpful that one of the defensive tackles is in the 80s. And again, we're grasping at straws here. Sam, it's going to depend on what defense they play. This guy might not see the field, depending on personnel, but we will take a look at that. Will and Mike are both solid. They both have good speed. Corners, not super deep, actually. So that's noteworthy. Still better than our players, but we're looking for any kind of little matchups we can get. Free safety at an 80. And then the strong safeties are actually not amazing. So that is worth noting, because depending on what defense they play, that could give us a little bit of an advantage. So let's check that out. All right, so we are in practice mode. And again, for those of you who don't know this or have not watched any of the videos before, you can actually see what their offense and defensive playbook is in practice mode for the team that you're going up against this week. And they are running a 4-2-5. So where that strikes me as a little bit interesting is, one, our really heavy offense is going to be definitely our game plan for most of this game. Their only base personnel is this even front, and that means that their Sam linebacker is on the left side, and that is definitely their worst player. But if I were to take this even a step further, their left edge was a 78 overall. Their Sam linebacker was like a 63, something to that effect. And their strong safety, their starting strong safety was a 78 overall. All of those things mean the entire left side of their defense, our right, is weak. So their left edge, their Sam linebacker, in this case when they run a 4-2-5, that number 16 for us, that's their strong safety. He is a 78 overall. So the weakness of this team definitely is on the right-hand side. So we are going to try to do everything we can to run to the right side against this team. Again, in their nickel, the left edge, 3-3 cub, etc., etc. And then just a lot of heavy personnel in terms of how we'll attack this. I'm not going to get too much into the sauce, but there's going to be some things that we'll do to try to get our backs into space. And try to isolate linebackers on receivers where it makes sense. Try to isolate receivers on that strong safety or the bad strong safety in certain situations. Just try to make it really difficult for them. The other thing to note of this playbook in particular is that it is man pressure. So we're going to have a lot of man beaters, and we have to be really good with pass protection, especially on the road. So that is going to be something we're going to be paying really close attention to, and maybe you'll pick up some tips on pass protection today. Let's look at defense. All right, so we are going to look at our defensive front. Again, I'm making a mental note of the fact that their running game is not, their running backs are not great, and they don't have a fullback, and their receivers are extremely good. Their quarterback's really good. So how do we want to handle this, right? Obviously we'll have to see what kind of fronts they have. I'm just going to, leave this in cover 3 match load mug for right now. This appears to me, it's interesting they have some fullback stuff when they don't have a fullback. This appears to me to be like pro style is what I would define this as. And why is that important? And also I'm just kind of making a mental note as I look at this. So you can see number 30, which is obviously our fullback, but they don't have a fullback. So there's 3 formations where he's in this, and then he's in both of these formations as well. And again, they don't have a fullback. So it's interesting to note that there are a lot of formations that require a fullback and they don't have one. The other thing that I'm just paying attention to is the fact that, again, I think we're going to be comfortable with them running the football. I think that plays into our game in terms of keeping the clock moving. And, it's not what they're great at. I think they want to throw the ball. A lot of these formations are pretty standard. You've got normal Y trips, Y off trips, trips over. Nothing really insane that I'm seeing here. So again, without getting too much into the sauce, we will definitely have some pressures that we want to run, and run some stunts off of those pressures. We might have a little more time this week to be able to actually execute some of this, because I don't think that they run a tempo offense, where last week there was a lot of tempo, which made it a little bit more of a challenge. But we'll run some quarters for sure this week. We'll run some 3-match for sure this week. We will do a lot of blitzing this week to try to rattle the quarterback where it makes sense and force him, a little bit out of the pocket. He's good at it, but we still want to get in his face. We don't want him to be able to sit back there and just pick us apart. And I think we're going to be stuck playing a lot of zone coverage, unfortunately, just due to the fact that we're so limited on personnel, and then the fact that their receivers are so good, right? Like, if we're going to sit in man coverage, I think it's going to be a long day. So what we need to do is make it confusing for the quarterback to identify what exactly we're in, whether it's match or what kind of zone that we're running, and be very flexible with our pressure. so that he can't really get comfortable back there where he can sit and kind of pick us apart. We want him guessing, like, are they bringing pressure this time? Are they dropping back? What kind of stun is it? Is it simulated pressure? Different things like that. So we're going to have some fun with this one. All right, so here we go. Coach Beverly Stackhouse in his debut did get the win. This is going to be a much different test, however. Very good Nebraska team in Nebraska. We'll see how this goes, but we're not gonna lay down for them. We're not gonna lay down. We're gonna come out and attack. We're gonna play our game. We're gonna try to control the tempo of the game. You know, this is a Coach Stackhouse team that is fearless. He's instilled that in this roster. We are not afraid to go into Nebraska and play. And, you know, I'm nervous. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's going to happen, but ain't nothing to it but to do it, huh? So let's go get it. We're going to start kicking the ball, which I'm pretty happy to see. So we'll play defense first. In defense, we have to be smart. We have to be smart. They are better than we are. It's okay to admit that, right? So we don't have to try. You know, you see backfield brilliance here. I would love that. I would love for him to run the ball because that means more clock is coming off, or more, yeah, we're killing more clock. I mean, that's not a bad thing for us. So we just need to be smart about this game overall. Let's go cover 3 hard flat to start us off here. They're going wing slot over. We're in a good spot. I think we're okay in terms of our front. And I mean, again, we will take that all day. If they want to do this, then that is totally fine by us. I'd like to go 3 match here, and then I want to stunt on the play side to just sneak under the tight end in case they go inside zone. Try to spill this out to my safety on the edge. They rotate over. I think we're good with this. Little slow to get there, but that's okay. Gun wing offset. Let's go over Ed. Cover 6. I think this is the right call here. Safety will kind of play down in the box. We should be good on the run. Hit as he throws, but he makes a good throw. I mean, it felt like we had that covered up pretty well, didn't it? And they're actually going to hurry to the line. So let's get into a cover 2 shell here. If they run the ball, they run the ball. I mean, we're going to live with that. Oh, I actually thought we had something there. Interesting to see them go no huddle, though. I would prefer not to have another tempo situation, but stack Y off. Again, I do think it's kind of funny that I can see what they're doing, but cover 3 buzz match, I guess is fine. We'll go cover 1. I don't love the fact that we're in cover 1, but I still think we're okay here. We're good. We're good. Good job. All right, 3rd down, doubles offset weak. I'd really just like to go with a 3 match here and not overcomplicate this. Let's try to get a stunt. I don't want to stunt too much inside because the quarterback could potentially run. I'm actually a little nervous about the stunt that we even have. I may want to consider canceling it, but I'm going to leave it. Nobody picked up the slot. That should be our backer who takes that. I actually want to take just a quick peek at this just to double check. Did I miss something here? Yeah, backers just got to take that. So the swing belongs to 22. He should not go for that. But when you have a 59 overall roster, then sometimes we make some mistakes, right? Let's go 3 match on this. Again, I'm going to keep this fairly manila for right now. I don't want to put ourselves in a spot where we're giving up too many big plays. And that's exactly why, right? We want to make sure we're close to their guys and 57. Who is that? Let's make sure we're paying attention to issues like this that could cause problems for them. 57 is this guy. Okay, so the backup's just as good, but is that the guy who's starting over here? It's not. So their backup is just solid. So, okay. Good to know. Nothing that we would really take advantage of. You off, Trips weak. Let's go with a single mug. Let's pressure into the boundary. And we're going to run a stunt off of this as well. Simulated pressure. So we're dropping to the field. That should be fine. He threw it right over his head. Literally right past his ear hole. I'm sorry I keep pausing, but I think this is interesting. Watch 59. Zoop. I mean, that's honestly just a good throw. I wouldn't even put that on the game. That was a legitimately good read and good throw. Wing slot offset. Let's go overhead cover 6. Okay, I'm happy with what we have here. I'd like the backer to be inside, but as long as he spills it to the edge, that's fine. So we get it to 2nd and 9. Again, this feels just like a cover 3 situation. I don't want to get too cute with any stunts yet, because I have a hard enough time just calling the play. Defense auto-flipped. I didn't want that to happen, but that's okay. Maybe I need to set my adjustments. This looks good. All right. Let me actually do that now while I've got a second. Auto-flip, no. All those are fine. We're going to want lock and lock. We're going to want seam. We're going to want skinny meg. We're going to want skinny meg. Quarters, box. Quarters, solo, palms, box. I think yeah, stubby's fine, solo. I can explain all these later. Box, stubby. I just want some continuity there. So stack Y off. Let's go Tampa 2 here. I actually think this looks solid. And then I'm going to stunt this way so I can keep this quarterback in the pocket. So my defensive tackle is going to actually go outside of my edge guy here. And we kept him in the pocket. I don't know where my team's going. Dropping a little bit too far there, which is unfortunate. Weak slot. Let's go. I think we can try a pressure here if we go over. Yeah, let's go Will Buck press. Should give us a 4-on-3 to the left side. Safeties are close enough into the box where we should be okay. He gets them there, so we're good. Weak slot open again to the other side, it looks like. I think I'd like to bring the safety to bring some pressure here. There we go. I mean, I don't love this, I'll be honest. I should consider checking this. Can get there. We're okay. All right, 3rd and goal. Trips halfback weak. Let's go saw blitz 1. I don't love it. Pressure's there. All right. I mean, I can live with that. They're going to go, so that's good for us. Or is it? I guess we'll find out. Saw blitz 1 again, but I should be in nickel here. I really should not be in base. We're gonna let it roll. What's the flag is the question. It's on them. All right. Well, we'll decline the penalty. Good job, boys. So we get them off the field, which is great. I mean, that was not expected, to be honest, but we'll take it. Let's start with the Hulk and let's go sweep. Trying to attack this left side. I'm noticing that their left edge is number 33. So everything that we were doing in the game plan, right, was left edge is pretty weak. Left edge is pretty weak. He doesn't look very good. Well, 33 now is this guy. So that means their sub linebackers are not the best. So I just need to be mindful of the fact that they've kind of covered their deficiency here. And now it's actually the right edge who is not as good. So just stuff to think about, right? Need to constantly be playing this chess match with them. I really liked the way that was looking too. For that to be a loss of 1 is really sad because that was starting really, really good. Let's actually go with motion halfback swing here. If they bring some kind of pressure, we're in really good shape. And if they play this just base man, we're at least moving the hash. I am killing a little bit of clock intentionally here. Typically, we would spend a little bit more time in the huddle, but that's okay. And let's run this. Should be there. I like it. Get it down to a 3rd and 3. What do we want? Let's go. I'd love if I could get an inside, like, wide trail. This should be nice. I'm going to try this. Yeah, so 33 is playing on that left edge, and I bet that's where he's going to stay. So it's something we just need to be aware of. It does look like pressure here, which I'm okay with. Just got to make a throw. He's there. He's there. That's really tough. Is that a late hit on the quarterback? So, I mean, we'll take some penalties here. Really disappointing miss by the quarterback here for Colt. Want to just kind of highlight on this. We definitely had what we wanted in the middle here. This is, I mean, you can't ask for a more open guy. You really have 2 of them because this guy is kind of caught between both. So, does not make a good throw there. However, we are going to take the information that we learned, and we're going to start attacking this side with a quick toss. Just given the fact that that edge guy on this side is their not as good player. And as he completely dominates the tight end and gets in the backfield, right? So it's just one of those things, right? It goes to show that we are still a 59 overall, whether we want to believe it or not. Let's go. I think I want to try to get some yards back here. And I think the way that I want to do that is let's go Dixie. Okay, I think we're good. Pass pro looks okay. We're sliding. You're good, you're good, you're good. Snap it. Okay, he threw that way too fast, but somehow it worked. So just the the height of realism is just so fascinating, isn't it? So corn stick makes a play. You love to see it. Let's get the running back situation taken care of here. And I'd love to do power. And 33 is now off the field, so they've got sub guys in here. I think we've got this all blocked up okay. Okay, I'll take that. Solid gain of 4 just to get us started. Let's spell the halfback. And then, you know what, actually, what I want to do here instead is I want to run this formation. And I want to run play action out of this boot right play. Because what happens on this is the fullback starts to the left and then he comes back to the right. It's a hard play to cover in man coverage. So let's see if he's got it in the bag. They're able to flow to it nicely. So it is what it is. Again, we're trying to just find ways to keep it moving. 3rd and 5. I'd love to get a trips formation to the field. Could be any one of these, which is, all good. Let's go trips tight end. Weak. Honestly, screen does seem a little bit enticing here. Let's go with that. Okay, they got a load front to the field. They have 2 guys out in no man's land on the right-hand side doing nothing. So this could be good. Throw it now. Oh, my God. Oh, that was so good. The back, I don't know what he did, but he got kind of caught in the wash. And then, I mean, look at how nice this was. That's really, really unfortunate. All right. Let's try to kick this. We got chip fairway. I'm a believer. Let's get him, Chip. Come on. Come on. All right, good job. All right, boys. 3-0. We'll take it. We will take it. Playing our brand of football. Coach Beverly Stackhouse. We're just going to keep playing it safe on defense for now. I'm not in any position to want to rush this game. And even if they score, we're just got to stay patient in a game like this when, it's okay to say that they're more talented than we are. It's okay. It's not, don't take it as a negative. You just got to keep playing the game. That's the important part. So let's not get overly zealous now that they're running trips over here. But let's bring some pressure from the weak side. I think this should be solid. I like it. Oh, come on, guys. Keep your eyes on the prize. He ran right past him. All right. Let's go buzz match. I think this is the right call here. We bring our safety down into the box. So we're playing our standard cover 3 coverage here, but we've got the trips accounted for. That's why the safety's in the box right there. He actually makes the tackle. And hopefully this takes us to the quarter break. If not, I think we're going to run buzz match again. I don't see a reason not to. And let's try a little inside game. Take us to the quarter? It does. Southeast Midwest A&M 3-0 in Nebraska at the end of the first quarter. I do like 3 buzz match here in the event that they are still in a trips formation, but I want to make sure I'm paying attention to what's going on. We are losing heavily on time of possession, but we did not lose the war. That's the important thing. I'm going to actually do something a little different here, and that is let's go over cover 3 match. And now let's flip this because I want my safety on the receiver side. Ah! They can play. He's looking at the wrong guy. You got to start the play looking on your side. All right. Let's regroup. Would love 3 match here. Actually, buck slant to the field. I like this. I like this. Okay, that's fine. They're going to get yards, so wing slot offset. Let's go over Ed here. And let's run it to the field. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Oh, they blocked it. They blocked it well. Okay. Injury timeout is who? Number 51. Again, we want to just be mindful when things like this occur so that we're paying attention. Is there anything that we can take advantage of? This guy is back. So 51. is the center. So the backup center is not great. So the interior... So the center and the right guard are their weak spots here. Something just to be mindful of. Let's go... They're going to go I-Pro. They don't have a fullback, so I'm going to go 4 quarters. This allows both safeties to play and run support. And we got Big Randy on both of their worst players. So he should get a good push, and he did. Throws a dart. That's tough. We kind of had what we wanted there. It just didn't pan out. We'll go 4 quarters again. We did flip it to the field, so we're okay here. I don't like where my linebacker is, though, but we're going to have to live with it. That's fine. Okay, strong slot open. Strong slot open. This could be a good 4-2-5 situation, actually. This is another one where I don't think I'll find the play fast enough, but we're gonna give our best. Okay, we're good here. I like this a lot. Oh, he got buried. So I had a lot of guys get washed out there. That's just the physicality of a team that's better than we are, right? Okay. But again, we want to stay really patient. Let this game just kind of come to us. Don't try to overdo this. However, it is interesting to note that the left side, our left, their right, is now maybe a little bit of the weakness. So let's try to maybe take advantage of that where we can. I want to do the Hulk sweep again. I'm going to try to catch this edge and just see what happens. 33 not on the field. I mean, we got the bodies to be able to make this work. We don't have the talent to be able to make it work. 11's really killing us, and if this guy is not very good, then I mean it's just going to be one of those games, right? But we're going to be just fine. We just need to stay patient. Boot slide, I think, makes sense. I don't know if they've been biting on these play fakes, though. Yeah, he couldn't break the tackle. We actually ended up losing another. Okay, 3rd and 14. I do think there's a play to be made here. I don't want to be ultra aggressive, but I don't want to just curl into a ball. And I think that play is via scissors. Let's give this a shot. Let's see how they line up at least. I mean, it looks like tight man coverage. We can give it a go. You got him. Yeah, pass rush is just too good. So Chambliss is able to get us off the edge there. All right. We gotta punt it back. Let's let this clock milk for all it's worth. All right, almost at midfield here, so we're going to have to make some plays. They're going wing slot over. Okay, I think we're good here. I don't know what the linebacker was doing exactly. Gun doubles offset weak. Let's just stick bread and butter here and go 3 match. Okay. We're good. We're good. Pretty soon I will start to consider letting them have a little bit more on the running game, just so that we can really kind of overemphasize the pass. But for now, we're going to leave this alone. Okay, let's go wing slot. Again, I don't like that the linebacker spreads out. So come in now. Now that he's in jet motion, right? Empty base is like the scariest thing you could see when there's 4th and inches. We'll go single mug. Let's go palms. I don't love this. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't love it. Jet motion, though, that might... How do they get 3 reach blocks? This is a pretty wild blocking situation here. Like, these 3 guys should never... the center should not ever be able to block Big Randy there. And then it's just 3 reach blocks in a row. Like, just an awful job. The linebacker comes crashing inside. That was the last thing that I thought was going to happen. And it's the thing that got us. So that's unfortunate. Let's go nickel trap here, given the fact we're in a 2-by-2 formation. Try to catch a little pressure off the edge. Yeah, he read it nicely. He's making too many plays in the air. We're going to have to just prioritize the fact that we can't really do much in the passing game. Not having our corner out there is also hurting us. Okay, we're good. It's a question of whether or not we'll actually play the defense correctly, but we are good. Let's sub here. Single back wing. Too easy. All right. We still got to just stay patient. The thing of it is, it's a long football game. The problem, though, is that they are physically dominating us on offense. Like, you can see that. And we're just not in the right gaps. We're not in the right spot. And so that's causing an initial problem. And then there's a secondary problem that's being born of that. And that is offensively, we're also just getting, outmanned here. It seems like that defensive end has given us a lot of issues so far. So we're going to have to find some answers here. Let's start with a running game. Okay, we're okay on this. They gobble it up nicely. And to be fair, like, that actually was a situation where we could have done a little different, but that's okay. Let's try an inside trap. See if we can trap this 3 technique. If he's being a little overly zealous. Watching the clock a little bit. We have 3 timeouts, so there's no reason to rush here. This should be blocked perfectly. There's no reason to think that we don't have the angles here, so... Yeah, you'd love to see him read those blocks. We had everything we wanted. Just didn't read it. Let's go mesh spot. I think this is a good call here, given the fact that we expect man coverage. See if we can get underneath some of these guys. Man pressure. Throw it. It's a good ball. Dropped it. It's a good ball in the face of pressure. That's what you ask your quarterback to do there. So, tough. All right, 2:40. They got 3 timeouts. They really have a lot of time, so we can't be doing doing our worst here. Let's go field sim. Try to bring some pressure off the boundary since we've got the field to play with. Okay, that was nice. He's just... Wow. There's just no coverage down the field, so we lose either way. It's just really tough. It's really, really tough. Injury timeout. Empty base. I kind of just want to drop zone here. I feel like that's the right call. 3 cloud could be it. Let's go 3 cloud. We're rolling to the field so that we've got the curl flat on the field side to the trip side. Wow. So what's interesting, too, is the reason you roll coverage like this is so that you have a really good angle on this corner out because this guy is going in that direction, right? So the whole point of this is that he's moving to the corner. You can see, like, that's why you roll this coverage. And so the corner sinks, which is exactly what you want. The safety plays over the top, which is exactly what you want. And we've got our guys in position to make plays. They just aren't, right? So that's, you could call it the game, you could call it our talent, you could call it whatever you want. Let's try to bring some pressure here. We got 2 minutes. Empty base. Yeah, I think pressure here is fine. Try to get up in their face a little bit. Force a quick throw. It's tough. It's tough out there. It's tough out there. .131 here left in the half. We don't want to curl into a ball in this situation, but we have to be aware of the fact that we could potentially give them the ball back and allow them to score again. And you hate to say that, but you have to be honest with how the game is going so far, right? So I think we're going to start. Let's go shock H option. We just want to be aware, right? We just want to be aware. That's the important thing. Don't love the throw there. Go. Flood could work. Mesh flood. Screen is an option. I actually think screen is a good idea in this situation. Yeah, there's you just did not cover it, which is, I don't know. Again, you could blame this on the game, you could blame it on the AI. I don't know, but this player would never down block in this situation. I mean, the one guy who can make this play go horribly wrong is that the edge. It's the edge guy. So it's interesting is all I could really say. You'd like to think that those things would be vetted out via coaching. That would be stuff that we would talk about is make sure if you do one thing, it's, you know, take care of that, but wasn't meant to be. So we don't have a lot here, obviously. We got to run a play that's going to maybe help us get some yards, and if not, complete a pass. Stay in bounds. They're taking their timeouts, which, I mean, they should. Got to find a way to get this team to execute. Because, again, is it the game? Is it the players, the overalls? I'm sure it's a combination of some or both or whatever, but our execution is just really, really poor. You can see the mistakes being made, and it's just leading to big problems for us. Gonna just stay in dime here. I don't see a reason to get overly zealous. Tampa 2 drop should be fine. If they run, they run. All right. Swat that ball. Tampa 2 drop seems fine here again. Breaks a tackle, which you would expect to happen, right? I mean, they're better than we are. And that's, I think, the second half in particular, we're just going to have to let this guy run wild. I don't see a way out of this, really. Okay, this should be good. Last time out. Gun bunch wide. Let's go Palms. Okay, we boxed it. We're there. Okay, good job. Gun, Trey, wide receiver. Let's go Palms again. I'm fine with this. They should have enough time to get down and spike this, I would think. And then they'll get the field goal team out there. Good job for them. We'll go field goal return. Maybe he'll miss this. I doubt it. All right. Not really good on offense or defense, right? So we're heading into halftime, not really executing. Just across the board. There was not a lot of good that happened in this first half for us. Clearly getting, dominated physically. We have to find a way to run the football. We have to find a way to sustain drives. We have to do a better job defensively, staying sound in our assignments. I think we, did a really poor job in the first half doing what we're supposed to do on each play. So those are the things we're really looking to patch up here in the second half. It has nothing to do with the talent discrepancy. It has everything to do with us and just how we play. And we're just not playing very well. It's so it's on us as the coaching staff to fix that. This is our fault ultimately. So we want to make sure we come out and do a better job putting our guys in position to be successful. So with that, what we want to see, ideally, I'm going to try scissors again here. I just feel like there's a matchup on that slot guy against the linebacker or against that strong safety who is their weaker player. And throw it underneath here. There you go. Just not a good ball. All right, so we got 3rd and 10. It's all execution, right? It's all execution. We'll go motion fork dagger on this. Run this into the field. Looks like man. Probably man. You got him. There you go. All right, good job. That's what we were looking for, so we'll take that. Let's go strong eye, close. We'll try to see if we can get the edge here. We've had a heck of a time doing it so far. That guy, that right end, who's supposed to be a weak player, has completely dominated that edge. And he did a pretty good job there again. We're only getting like a very small handful of yards. I did notice, though, that 33 is not in the game, so let's maybe actually try to... Well, now he's back. Going to see if we can maybe steal one on the edge off to that side, but wasn't meant to be. Let's go power O and actually run this weak side. There's a very big opening here if we can get this down block and kick this out. I don't love the way that we're blocking the middle linebacker, however, but it's one way to block it. So just in case you didn't see this, the guy kicking out took the guy who was already blocked and just double blocked him. He lit his ass up, but I'd like if he blocked the unblocked defender. But again, it's just comes down to execution, right? It all comes down to execution, and we're just not executing. You see it time and time again. So try to see if we can make some plays here. Let's go flanker drive. Again, I'm expecting man coverage, so if we can get a little bit of movement from Pine, we'll try to get him going across the formation. And then if not, you got him. All right. We can take that, I suppose. Offensive lineman gets hurt. What do we want here? I would like to see if we could actually know exactly what I want to do. Halfback toss out of the slot here. Can we get this edge? It's always the question. We've had a hard time of it today. It's a good run. Okay, good job. Wheelbarrow, he's out. Doubles Y off. I'd love to see a wham block here. We have the wham, don't we? We have it in one of these. There you go. Okay, this should be good. This is a good wham situation. We have good angles here. Just got to block it. Got him. Okay, I'll take that. 7 yards. Maybe we can catch him on a trap here as well. I don't even know if we have a trap in some of these. We've got duo and whatnot. Weak eye. Let's go gut. This will be tough. This will be tough. Let's see if we can muscle our way through. There you go. Good job. Good job, Bubba. All right. Good drive coming back out. Is there any value in going for 2 here? I'd say let's just do it, right? Let's do it. I think I got to play, so let's just do it. Let's go wide trail. Got to make a throw here, Colt. Inside, got him. Got him. I actually think he could have ran for that, but that's okay. We'll kick this off. Got to make a tight throw to your tight end and let him make a play, right? I mean, sometimes your likelihood of making a good play there is greater if you just give your guy a chance. Wing slot over. We're going to roll the coverage into the over front. Gaping hole, but I think we're going to allow that. I think we're just going to allow that. I think we have to. We're at a point now where we can't We can't dependably defend the run. We can't defend everything, I should say. So we've got to make a choice, and the choice that we're going to make is we're going to defend the passing game. Injury timeout. I mean, this guy's getting hurt every play. Like, just come out of the game at this point, right? I'm fine. I'm fine hard flat here. Okay, I'll take that. And again, it doesn't help that our players are getting just totally injured here. We'll go cover 3 cloud. Again, we're rolling to the field, so the idea is that we would be in position to cover that, and he just let him go. What can you really say, right? It's just tough to watch. So the safety is, I mean, I don't know what you're looking at. I really don't. Because you've got an inside wing guy who is attacking you vertically up the field, right? That said, that's why you have a middle of the field safety. That's his job, is to poach that, because that's why you're running this coverage. He just never got out of his back pedal. He just kept sliding and sliding, and he let the guy run right past him. I don't know what you can do about that. I don't know if there's an adjustment in the game that allows me to cover for that, but I would love to know what that is. Because otherwise, I mean, there's just nothing we can really do. I mean, we're trying to call plays, and we're not executing any of the plays the way that we're supposed to. So I don't know how you're I don't know how you fix that in coach mode. I really don't. Because here again, I would actually be curious just to see what, and I took a timeout, which I don't think that's what I meant to do, but it's okay. We're not going to need it. We're not going to need it later. I have a feeling. Yeah, it's just bizarre, right? It's just bizarre. This wouldn't be the way you'd expect this to go. But, all right, here we go. We can, I mean, this is fine. I have a feeling he's just going to run it in, but we're in an okay spot given the fact that, yeah, we'll run this again. It's cover 6 here. I'd love for my linebacker not to creep out. You can see he's way too far out. And it just creates a vacancy that is unnecessary. And again, there's no way that I can stop him from doing that. So it just happens to be that way. So unfortunate, we gave up a touchdown there. I thought we were getting a little bit of momentum. We want to continue to finish this out because we need to learn from this situation, right? We're getting clobbered, but there's learning in this that's going to help us later in the season. If we just sort of give up now, we don't take these lessons with us into the future, and we can't improve. So we are absolutely going to gut this out, and we need to understand what it's going to take for us to beat a better team. And that starts right now. You know, we had a good drive on the last one. Let's continue that. Got him here. Got to find a way to run the football, though. I think that's going to be a very big problem for us if we can't do that. Okay, I like this a lot. Take it. Oh, my God, that's not the direction. I mean, how is this? I'm sorry to vent here, guys, but, like, this is coach mode, right? So I'm supposed to be leading this team to victory. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about this, right? Like, that's not power. In no world is that how you run power. In no universe is that how you run power. So what do I do about that? Because we have it. This is exactly what we wanted. Is that kick out, and there's your lane, right through there. I mean, that is about as good of a running lane as you will ever see. I don't know what I can do about that. I think I can get this team to win, but I can't overcome something that just doesn't make any sense. And if I have to learn what does make sense and try to adjust, then that's what we're going to do. But really frustrating just to see how this goes down. And he's open. That's got to be pass interference at least, because he was wide open. All right. So 1st and 10. Let's go split twins. I like switch here. Should have the back. You got the corner out. Okay. We can't catch them all. That's okay. 2nd and 10. And yeah, it is noteworthy that was not man coverage anyway. So that's on us. Yeah, we're having a hard time running a screen, so that has not looked very good. We've got 3rd and 9 here. It's another situation where I do think I can get an isolation. We're going to try inside switch. You got a single high safety here. Very good chance that we could hit corn stick. If not, throw it underneath. You got him. You got him. You just got to throw the ball, kid. You got to trust your eyes and throw the ball. All right, we're going to punt. This is going to be tough, fellas. This is going to be tough. We're going to go 3-2 again. Just have to almost drop everybody in coverage in this situation. I can't run cover 3 cloud because I don't know what he's doing. The part of this that's making this even more challenging is I can't figure out how my players are playing because they're not doing what they're supposed to do. So that's making it much more challenging to execute this. Trey, let's go here. Spy the quarterback. It's a good run. We're giving them that, so that's the play that they have. I think we're just gonna give it to them. I mean, we have to. I don't see a way to do this without. And I don't see my linebacker's just up. It's oh my God, I would lose my mind right now. I am losing my mind. So my linebacker's up on the line of scrimmage just talking to nobody. This just really it's driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy because this is not where you're supposed to be. And because you're not where you're supposed to be, you can't get over this block. It's like, and I can't control that. What do I do about that? Okay, we're giving them that, so I expect them to continue to take it. Linebacker's in the right spot here. That's good to see. You got to drop. You're right there. We had everything on. Oh, my God. Oh. Wow. He took the cheese is really what happened. My linebacker took the cheese because so this is Tampa 2, which means get your ass back. That's what that means. And so not only is he dicking around here, right? But he takes the cheese. This is covered. He can cover this. He can cover this. So I don't know. I really don't know what he's doing at all. Because I just want to talk about this, and again, I'm spending a lot of time, but I think it's worth the energy. You're playing cover 2, okay? You're playing cover 2. The number 1 receiver is motioning across the field, right? So there is one guy on this side of the formation, and it's this tight end. And so you've also got a running back on the opposite side of the formation, okay? And you are in the boundary. So the boundary is the short side of the field, right? So we're in the boundary. The number 1 receiver is motioning across. There is a tight end who is tight to the formation. There's no one over here, and the running back is away from you, okay? That is the situation. So you got to play situational football, okay? What does that mean? That means he's right behind me, and I know that he is because it's cover 2, and everything that I just said is true, right? So the receiver just went across, blah, blah, blah. That would mean that I should be playing inside leverage on this tight end, keeping my eyes on anyone who could potentially come back this way, one of which could have been the running back, right? So I would pay attention to that. But that's okay because I've got a flat defender behind me, and his job is actually run support because it's Tampa 2. Believe it or not, he shouldn't be dropping like this. He should stay pretty flat-footed, especially given the fact that there is no one on his side of the field. So all of those things being said, once I realize that no one is on this side of the field, who should I look to cover? It should probably be that tight end, right? It's not just like a straight drop back. It's like, let me turn and look and start moving this way, right? Which ironically is what he does. And he's supposed to be where he is. And he's supposed to be inside of this, right? And then I've got a safety over the top. So we've got this whole thing like totally bracketed, right? And then in the event that there is a crosser, which there isn't, but you want to keep your eyes up because anything can happen in football. So you want to kind of be looking to see, is anybody coming from across the formation? No. I could just run with this guy. That's okay. It's no big deal. I could run with him and take him across the field if I need to because there's no one over here. And the corner would then be realizing, okay, there's no one over here. I need to make sure this quarterback doesn't do anything funny, right? And we've got a spy. And then what do you see on this side of the field? Well, it's kind of the same idea. We've got 3 guys, so he's going to sink and play outside. That's great technique here. Plays that perfectly. That's fine. I can live with that. This guy. I'd like him to get hands, but he doesn't. That's fine. Sinking. I can live with this. I'd prefer him to sink and now, look for work and drop to the middle there. Middle backer just does absolutely nothing. And then again, there's one guy on your side of the field. There's just so many things wrong with this play. That's why I'm like really kind of going crazy here. There's one guy on your side of the field. So he goes in. So now look what's going on over there. You don't just sit there and do nothing. Now, I don't think that he's going to make this play for what it's worth. But I still just am annoyed by it all. And then what do we see with the safety? I mean, he just gets, twisted up in a blender. What can you do? This is crazy. This is crazy. It's going to be a long season. And I don't know if that is AI driven. I don't know if that is driven by the talent that we have as a team. But that is not going to go well for us if this is how the season is going to play out. And oddly enough, we have not had a turnover today. We've played overall a decent game. we're just nowhere we're supposed to be. So I don't know what to do about that. Nobody is doing what they're supposed to do. Nobody is where they need to be. This is a very undisciplined football team. And I would be livid right now. And I know Coach Stackhouse is livid right now. I mean, we got a great edge here. All you got to do is wall this down, kick it out, and you're off to the races, right? It can be that simple. It can be that simple. We don't have to over-engineer everything. But it's been one of those days, hasn't it? Let's try the swing again. See if we can get the edge. Bubba's getting tired. You know, it's a long season. It's okay to get him out of here at this point. And I know Colt is he's feeling it too. I'm not ready to throw in the towel on him yet, but we want to give our guys a break where needed. Yeah, that's not how you run power. I'm sorry, that's it's just not how you run power. There's no universe where you would just take that and run to the opposite side. Just I don't even want to stop the game anymore because it's just getting outrageous. I mean, that is just I don't even have words to describe it. Okay, we got angles here. Could have been better, honestly. But we'll take it. We'll take it. And believe me, I am not expecting this team to, you know, play lights out, but I am expecting them to do what I ask them to do, right? That's a pretty basic requirement, I would say. Let's go strong toss. Keep working the edge. Are we trying to... Yeah, we're trying to reach here. This will not end well, but I'm going to run it and just see what happens. See what I'm talking about? And that shouldn't end well, so that's on me, right? I'm okay with those. All right, here we go. Safety's down. Pass pro. Let's slide away. Yep. Picked it up nicely. Throw it. There you go. All right. Good job. Let's go for two. Let's go for two. I've been running this Hulk sweep a lot. I couldn't think of a word, but a lot. Oh my. Is this how this is gonna go, man? Fellas, we may have to start a dynasty just in play. Because this is getting a little bit silly, right? I mean, I'm all for a challenge. This is getting a little silly. All right, wing slot offset. Let's go nickel here. And I do want to run. Let's go three. We'll go three buzz match. Brings our safety down. In the event that they run inside zone, safety will come down into that. Okay, he just let him go. I mean, this is just bad everywhere. We're lucky to get a sack, but
Really bad coverage on the back end. Spread halfback weak. I can't run cover 2. I can't run cover 3. We'll go cover 3 hard flat. Okay, they go empty. I mean, there's your hard flat, but the problem is in dime, I don't have cover 3. I mean, I have cover 3 buzz. I don't have cover 3. It's just, this is really interesting. Okay, so I guess we run cover 3 buzz match because we don't have just cover 3. All right. Yeah, I've got cover 6, but I don't have cover 3. Yeah, I got that off. That's good. Yep, funnel it to the apex. That's good. All right, wing slot offset. I think I'm going to stay. Actually, I'm going to go. Whoops. Let's go overhead cover 6 here. This is fine. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Okay, good hit. He's going to get an inch. I mean, that's not the end of the world. That's a good play. That's what we're looking for. Just play football. We'll go palms here. And let's stunt inside. Okay, we're good. We're good. I like this. I like this. Good stunt. Good job. That's how you play football. Good job, boys. All right. Let's go normal Y off. I'd like to see cover 3 match. I'm going to stunt outside because I want to keep him in the pocket. And again, we're good, we're good, we're good. If he runs inside zone, he's running into the stunt. Kept him into the pocket. That's perfect. All right, good job, boys. Look at it. Isn't it nice? Just follow the script here. Cover 1 whole press is interesting, but we are going to lose him in man coverage. We just are. I just know it. So I can't get overzealous here. Let's go with simulated pressure. Cover 2. We should be good here. It's a 2x2 formation. Throws it underneath. That's fine, obviously. That'll be a 40 burger, but what can you do, right? I'd like to see us keep moving the ball on offense. We're finding more success, I guess, than I thought in some of our other sets. So I don't know where you're going, friend. That was kick return middle. But we just the undisciplined nature of this team, we just accept it at this point. Because there is not a lot we're going to do about that. All right, I mean, I like this. We're going red zone crossers. Post wheel drag. I like this call. Especially into the short side, into the boundary. Corn stick. Should be there. I don't like that throw. So what you're looking at here is not the post. It's actually the wheel. Because you'd like to see this wheel go right up the right up the sideline here. The post is drawing those deep defenders, right? So that's the throw you're really looking for, is this one. And you actually want to throw it right to Matt. It's right where you want this ball to go. Because the idea is he gets off the ball first. He's drawing this guy. He's drawing this guy. And you just drop this ball right in the bucket here. You can give it a little more time. I think he had a little more time than he wanted to, but didn't make the throw. I can't make him make that throw. There's nothing I can do to make him make that throw. So I guess it's an interception. We just have to live with that. I don't really have an answer. It's going to be interesting because I don't know what to do if I can't. If they don't do what they're supposed to do, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Does that make sense? Like, what do I do when they don't do what they're supposed to do? That's the real question here.
Here we go. Ready. Red 54. Go, go.
All right, wing slot over. It's tough. So you'd like to see outside leverage here because your help is inside in cover one. And he just takes his inside shoulder. It's just not good technique. You should be on this shoulder, right? It's just little things that are not difficult. This is not hard. You know, this is just cover one. You can see where all his help is inside, right? So you don't want to let this guy go outside. But we do. So that's, it's a touchdown. And again, maybe there are ways to solve some of these. I don't know. Maybe there are just ways to solve it that I'm just not aware of. But this is it's just tough. It's tough to play through. It's hard to know what to do next because there's no reliability. Like, I can't anticipate anything. Everything is just random. Actually, I liked a play here. Let's go flood, switch, fade. Okay, you got single high. You're reading leverage on 18. He plays inside, which doesn't make a lot of sense. I think that was cover one. Yeah, it sure was. Let's flip this. We could just go smash. It's really not a bad call here. Let's go deep flood. What do we want with pass protection here? I think I'm actually good with that. We're letting that untargeted defender go on the side. I mean, you've got nobody over 22. You've got two down linemen next to 22. So just keep your eyes peeled here as a quarterback. And, I mean, you can't really make a situation easier on the read, right? Like, you know that no one's initially on him, right? And so you start to see the play develop. You got to just be able to throw with some anticipation here, right? Like you have an unblocked defender coming off that side. So I mean, I would almost immediately start drifting as a quarterback in this direction, right? Because you have to be seeing this, right? And oh, okay, this guy just dropped. So, and I know there's an undefended guy on this side, so I need to start drifting this way. I mean, if there's anything I could do, at least maybe I could teach you guys how to how to handle these situations. I would start drifting this way, right? Just so I can get some movement. And now I'm seeing this develop. I mean, you got to just throw it with some anticipation. I would be here, though. That would be the difference. Instead of where he is, I'd be over here. And then throw it. He's open. That's open. That's really, really open.
Break. Here we go. Let it go.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I mean, I realize that's a catch, but this is like I'll be honest, it's painful. It's painful.
Ready. Shift. Where did he go?
You got him. And I realize that they're better. I realize that,
Break. Let's go.
this is going to be a tough out for us no matter what we do.
Break. Do it. Do it. Hey, check it. Check it.
I don't really have a good man beater here. Let's just stay with the crack toss. I don't see this working well.
Go, go.
Yeah, they just went way outside there. Okay. Even like when it works for me, it's awkward. That reach block should never have happened. We'll take this down to the 2. We are going to go for this. And we're going to start with the trap, and then we're going to come out of this if we need to.
Ready.
Trapping that guy is very suspicious. So let's change this to power. I guess my right tackle isn't going to do anything. I don't know what that means, but I'd like him to help on the defensive end because I'm a little worried the defensive end is going to beat my tight end. I'm going to be honest with you.
Where did he go?
But we're okay. I mean, they had a big enough hole that we were in good shape there.
Break. Go, go.
Okay. Throw the whip. Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. We'll run the rail route up the sideline here. And he's coming across with him, so you know you have man. So you're looking mesh. It's a good ball. That's a good ball and a good read.
Break. Over. Shift. Go, go.
Tough. Yeah, the screen game was not there. Let's go mesh spot out of empty. We're good in pass pro. We're good. I actually want this. Slide this way. Untargeted defender. Actually, no, I like that. Let's go this way. I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what you're looking at. We'll make sure we got our pass protection rules okay here. We know we're getting man. We'll go bunch trail. Actually, we really don't know that because they've been mixing it up a little bit. We'll slide this way. Leave the star as the untargeted defender. Okay, throw it. You had a couple guys there, so we'll take that. And then yeah, I mean, actually, red zone crossers doesn't seem like a bad call here, does it? Let's actually do this, but let's flip it and run it this way. Yeah, tough. All right, I-form pro. Let's go under, cover 4. Takes me so long even just to find the play. We're going to flip it because we want to have the front set to the tight end. We got 9 in the box here. So they run. The safety comes down. This is just terrible run support. Again, this is the reason I like under is you have 2 consecutive reach blocks on the edge of the defense, right? So they'd have to reach both of those guys, and they'd have to reach both of these guys, right? So it's very difficult to get the edge against this defense. And then if the linebacker sees flow, so he sees that, right? He has kind of the reign if he wants to bubble over the top because he's got help from both these guys. He's going to flow then down in this direction. The safety should be kind of chopping his feet right behind this guy. And it just all collapses. Like, everything falls apart here. He does not do a good job setting the edge. The free safety gets way too in deep. The game is over. The game is over. Let's go home, folks. Let's go home. Coach Beverly Stackhouse, this was a tough one. And I think there are a lot of lessons that we learned in this game that we're going to take with us in the next week, and we need to get better. We will see you next Tuesday, folks. This team's got to get better if we're going to climb from here. So see you next Tuesday. 1-1. We're going to keep this journey moving. Have a good one. Thank you as always for watching. You guys are the best fans in the world, by the way. I really appreciate it. See you next time.